What's up guys, Kevin Jones here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the constructor in Solidity, what the constructor is, how you use it, how you can hard code some values in there, and more specifically how you can use Hardhat to pass some values in during the deployment, and we're going to be utilizing Scaffold-ETH for this. So let's get started. Okay, so when you first get started with Scaffold-ETH, you guys know you need to have 3 windows open. I've gone ahead and I've already checked out the repository here, and I've gone ahead and I've also done the yarn install, so all the dependencies are in there. I'm going to go ahead and spin up the chain, so spin up yarn chain. Then I'm going to spin up React, so yarn start. We're going to pass that. That takes about a minute to start, so we'll let that run. And then in this last window, we're going to do our deploy. Okay. So we have this kind of hello world smart contract that has this purpose, a set purpose functionality. It's deployed. Looks like it deployed successfully. We'll give that a second. We'll go ahead and load up the contract here. And let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. It's the same set purpose function that you normally would see with Scaffold-ETH. Let's get rid of that. Let's also get rid of the variable. Let's get rid of this event. We don't need the event at all. We're just going to use this kind of bare bone empty contract, okay? And we're going to show how you can set a variable. So yeah, you can set something here, right? So let's pretend that we want to set a couple things. So first we want to do a string, and we're going to make it publicly available, and we're going to call it str, like that. And then we're also going to set a uint that is publicly available called supply, like that. Okay. And then what we can do is here is we can define what we want to do inside this constructor. So we can say, all right, well, let's go ahead and say that the string is equal to hello world. Boom, like that. Then we can also say that the supply is equal to 77777777, something like that. Go ahead and save that, and then let's go ahead and redo our deploy. So Scaffold-ETH should have started right now. We have the purpose and the set purpose. We're redeploying, and then boom, there we go. We've been able to set some variables during the deployment, the string and the supply. Now, that's hard coding the values in, right? But what we actually want to do is pass these variables across into the deployment script. So the next step would be, let's go ahead and remove these, and instead let's pass these along here. So let's say that we want to pass a string over memory, and we're going to call it str, and we're also going to pass a uint called underscore supply, like this. And then we're going to say, okay, well, let's set the string is equal to underscore str. Sorry. And we're going to set the supply is equal to underscore supply. So if we go ahead and we save this and we try to deploy this right now, let's go ahead and see if it works. It's going to give us an error saying that, well, we don't have those values. Like, we need to be able to pass those values. Basically, Hardhat is like freaking out about that. So what we can do is go right below into the deployment script, which is the Hardhat deployment script. And you'll notice that there's this arguments section. So here we have here's where we set the rules for how we're going to deploy, what deployer account we're going to use, whether we want to do logging, confirmation, stuff like that. But more importantly, we want to pass some arguments. So we could pass the hello world here, like this. And then instead of passing this weird parse, ethers parse, we're going to just pass 77777777, like that, and go ahead and hit save. And so now what we're doing is we're getting an instance of our contract with those arguments attached to it. Okay, so let's go here and let's do a yarn deploy -reset just to make sure that we get a new copy of our smart contract. There we go. That was successful. And then now we have done the same thing. We passed across the string and the supply inside the smart contract during the deployment. And so you'll kind of find that that's the best way to do it, is to pass that stuff through that deployment script. So I hope that was explanatory and that you guys understand what the constructor is used for and how to pass those variables across as you deploy. So keep on learning, and I'll catch you guys next time.